What's up, YouTube? My name is Abel. This is ANTV, and I am bringing you another video. So stay tuned. What's going down at the house? I'm getting into a water change. This will be probably how I do a water change, plus some extra conversation. So if you're looking for a straight instructional video, this is not it. Just so you know right now, because I talk a lot. I am going to do a water change, show you how to do a water change, but I'm also going to talk about what's going on in my tank. So I'm just giving you a heads up right now. Don't spend 10 minutes watching the video and then give me a thumbs down because you didn't like it. I'm telling you right now, I talk a lot. So that's just me, okay? If you're watching this video and you're taking the time to hang out with me, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. And don't be afraid to say hi in the comments. So anyway, Sunday night, having a cup of coffee, and it's really good. Hold on one second. I gotta just hold on. Oh, man, that coffee's good. All right, so I'm gonna test my water right now real quick, and I'll show you what's going on with the results of that. I'll show you what you need to do a water change, and then we'll get into it. If you're wondering how big the fish tank in the back is, it is a 37-gallon fish tank. I have an Aqua Clear 50 on it. Plus, I also have a Aqua Top Classic CAF Classic Aqua Flow 60 sponge filter on it. So I got double filtration on there. I got the Fluval M Series heater on there, which I absolutely love. I gotta do a review on that heater. I love that heater. It's fucking dope. And yes, that is a Red Devil, but it is a single species tank, and I am actually contemplating either going for a 75 or 55 gallon, and then I will move that fish into a bigger fish tank. So right now it's just a holding tank. I know, real fish people, they frown on that. We frown on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real fish person, so I frown on this too, but right now this is all I have, and I really want a Red Devil. So maybe next year after tax season, or maybe Christmas, somebody will bless me with a fish tank, and I can put up a nice fish tank, and I can put my fish in a bigger fish tank, because these fish really deserve bigger fish tanks. But anyway, I've seen Oscar fish in 20-gallon hospital tanks. I've seen really big fish in small fish tanks. You put them in hospital tanks, you dose them to get them better. So, this fish is only just barely over 4 inches, maybe 5 inches, barely over 4 inches. It's a really small Red Devil. So I've had it a couple months. No, I've had it about a month, and so I'm happy. It's growing. It's finally growing. They take 3 years to grow, but so yeah, I will get a bigger fish tank. So they deserve bigger homes. If I can't get a bigger fish tank, then I will probably have to get rid of it, because that's cruel. And it kind of sucks in this hobby when you broke, because when you broke, you can't keep a whole lot. So anyway, but let me test my water. Let me talk about what's going on in my fish tank, and then I will show you what you need to do a water change. So for expert aquarist, this video here, you probably wouldn't care, but if you're a beginner and you're interested, check it out. But anyway, I believe you should always have an open mind when you talk to people, because if I think I know everything and I'm talking to somebody, then I totally miss out on what they have to say. Now, if they're just an idiot and they're talking, then I just kind of smile and nod and be cordial. But generally, most of the time, I am very, very open-minded, and I love to talk. I'm a people person. So anyway, let me test my water. Let me get back to you. All right, I'm back. So to make a long story short, this is what happened, okay? I neglected my fish tank for about a year. I was going through a whole lot, and this is the only fish tank I have. So I was going through a whole lot, and I neglected my fish tank. And the only kind of water changes I would do would probably be once a month, maybe once every 2 months. It was heavily stocked. And then when the water would evaporate, all I did was just fill it up with water, put in some cleaner, or some dechlorinator, or water treatment, whatever. It's a stupid big word, but whatever. So I'm coming to you humbly, and I'm telling you, okay, as a guy that loves fish and loves fish tanks, okay, I screwed up. I neglected my fish tank, and in doing that, you know, a year of neglecting my fish tank, I was lucky I didn't get no ick breakout. It was heavily stocked. One fish got really, really sick and died. Okay. Now, what's going on with my tank? As of 2 months ago, I found out I had old tank syndrome. I can't explain old tank syndrome because I don't think I have the words or the way to show you. If you're wondering what old tank syndrome is, check out Corey's Aquarium Co-op video, Old Tank Syndrome. Great way to see it and understand it. But what I got from it was I would do my water changes, and then what happened was my water was very acidic, like super acidic. Now, I live out in the country. Out here we have farms, industrial, livestock, just really just terrible water out here, okay? It's probably from the livestock and the chicken farms and the cow farms and the cotton and everything they have out here going on, plus the rock industrial, everything out there. Just our water quality sucks as it is, okay? So in neglecting my fish tank, I developed old tank syndrome, okay? Shame on me, all right? So don't judge me. I'm just telling you what it is, so don't judge me. But anyway, so I've been combating that for a while. And what old tank syndrome is to me, what I got from it was your water becomes very acidic, okay? And there's some fish that actually can adapt to it, and there's some fish that it will kill them. And so I've been combating that probably since September, and I started with doing a water change every 2 days. So I was doing water changes every 2 days, and water was still not getting better, but I still kept doing water changes every 2 days. Then what I did was a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I took out all the driftwood and I scrubbed that. I probably spent 30 minutes, 45 minutes scrubbing all that driftwood, and the water was like just black. It was like, it looked like black coffee when I had a 5-gallon bucket full of water. I only got 3 pieces of driftwood, and I scrubbed it with a sponge. I have a sponge that I keep for fish keeping, and you know, I have certain stuff designated for the tank, and I just scrubbed that wood. Now it brought out the definition and the details in the wood, which looks really great. I like it. But now when the very first time I tested my water when I had the old tank syndrome it was at a 6.0. It was very acidic. It's totally yellow, like super yellow. I remember I did a water change and I tested my water because I was like, man, just see how my water's doing. Freaking super yellow. So the ammonia, nitrate was totally fine. The water was very acidic. So now, after 2 months of combating it, scrubbing it, cleaning it, and I wasn't doing like big giant 50% water change. I was at first, but you know, my very first water change, when I found out what was going on, I did a 50% water change, and then I was trying to do a 30% water change every 2 days, and I used Prime. And anyway, so now this light up right above my head is orange, and that is like sunlight up there. But anyway, so now my water, I just tested my water, and it's about 7.2, around there, maybe 7.0, 7.2. And that's after 2 months. So I remember once I started doing my water changes last month in October, my water was at about 6.6. So it takes a while. You gotta get all that bad stuff out of there. You gotta clean it out of there, but you don't want to destroy the beneficial bacteria. You don't want to make it too clean, because then you'll hurt your fish, hurt your environment. And you know, so I had to take my time with it. I had to be very patient. So now after 2 months, I got my water back to 7.2. But see, I tested my my water out of the tap. Now this is my tap water, and you can see on the camera that it's already blue. So this is in my right hand here, I got tap water, and then right here I got fish tank water. So I don't know if you can see, but this is a little lighter. So they look the same, but this is actually a little bit darker. This looks like it's 7.6 or higher. So it's tap water, fish tank water, and so it's going away. But now I got to stay up on my water changes. So And I admit that to you guys. You know, I admit it to you. I don't have my shit together. So I love the hobby, and I'm battling this thing. Okay. So with that said, today's Sunday. I'm doing my water change. I stopped doing the water change 2 times a week because I got the Aqua Clear on there. I got the sponge on there. It's one fish, and I don't know. I feel like I'm stressing them out with 2 water change. I was doing a water change every 3 days. So if it was on Monday, then it'd be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday I would do a water change, and then it'd be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday a water change, and it'd be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday water change. So I wouldn't even go the full 3 days. You know, I was always water changing, always water changing. So now I'm gonna take it down to once a week. It's probably gonna be a 30-40% water change. I just completely gravel vac everything, and I do my best not to go. I try to do it a little quick, a little fast, so that way I don't do a 50% water change once a week. I don't want to do that to him, his lungs or anything like that. I don't want to do it. Red Devils are hardy. He can probably take it, but I don't want to beat up his insides, and so we'll get into that water change right now. And the last thing that I'm going to do is my Aqua Clear 50 is not running that very fast. Now I got it hot rodded. I put an extra intake on there, so I actually got to bring the intake down longer here. So the intake's right behind the wood because I took the piece from the other Aqua Clear 50 I had. So the intake tube was like way up here, about right there. But with the new one, it's down about right here, which is nice because it looks like it's picking up a whole lot more waste. And then inside my Aqua Clear 50, I have 2 50 sponges, and then I have the Biomax. Both sponges are, I want to say, 2 years old. The Biomax is 2 years old. So the last thing I'm going to change in here is the Biomax. I like the sponges. Sponges last a while, so I'm going to keep the sponges. But I want to get rid of that Biomax. I think maybe, I feel like the pores inside the Biomax are clogged up. And because they're clogged up, the filtration up top is not it's not coming out hard. And so I'm not doing that tonight. I'm not doing that now. But in the future, I will change the Biomax in the Aqua Clear. But I got sponges that are 2 years old. This gravel is 2 years old. And the fish is healthy. Look at that big old turds right there. So the fish is healthy. He's dropping big old nice turds, which I love to see them big brown turds. I really do. It's gross, I know, but I'd rather see those brown turds than white stringy waste, So the brown turds is a beautiful thing. And then, yeah. So, and it's gross because he's eating it. Look at him, he's eating it. You're gross, man. You're gross. That's nasty. Gross. Disgusting. All right. I like this fish a whole lot, okay? This fish got so much personality. I was this close to getting rid of it and picking up a Trimac. A buddy of mine has a F1. He has Fry from 2 F1 Trimacs, and I almost got me a Trimac cichlid. Oh, that would have been dope because he has a female and it's really small, and they stay small. So that 37 gallon would have been perfect for that Trimac. But whatever. So this fish just got so much personality, and it loves me, and I love that. Well, I don't know, I love that fish, but right now me and this fish are bonding. So I'm doing my best to stay put with this fish because I really want like a flower horn or just something with more color. But this fish, so far, by the personality of this fish, makes me want to keep it. All right, so let's carry on with the video and move on. Okay, YouTube. This part of the video will be probably, I don't know, it's very simple for most that watch this, but if you're new to the hobby, this is probably what you will need if you're going to start thinking about keeping fish or whatever, okay? So anyway, what I use for my water changes, I use Prime and I use aquarium salt. I don't use salt all the time. Most of the time, I don't use aquarium salt, but I've done probably 2 water changes, I think, and I haven't used any salt, so I want to throw some salt in there. It does not evaporate, so the salt only comes out when you do a water change. And so that's why I don't put it in all the time, because there's no way I can tell how much I take it out. So about every 3 water changes, if I got a little extra cash, I'll pick up some aquarium salt, which is really cheap, and I throw it in during a water change. You can get it at Walmart for very cheap, or you can get it at PetSmart or any local store that sells fish stuff. I use Prime, and then I use a API Freshwater Master Test Kit. It's good to have one of these. You should have one. Honestly, at first I was kind of intimidated by testing my water because, to be honest with you, I'm really not that bright. So I thought, well, maybe I can't do it because it's for smart people. If I can do it, anybody can do it. So just follow the directions. They're easy and you can do it. But make sure you keep your book because you got to test your water. So, all right. Okay, cool. And then I use a tablespoon for measuring my aquarium salt. So just a regular tablespoon. And then, I got it on the table. My wife's going to be mad. And then the Prime, you could use the cap if you want. You can just use this cap. Prime is very concentrated, so you can just use the cap. But me, whenever I find these little measuring cups, this is what I use. I like using these measuring cups. So I get these from wherever I can find them, and once I come across them, I keep them. So nice to have. But anyway, all you really need is just this. Okay, but anyway, also, okay, if you're just starting out, you're gonna need a clean bucket. Don't use a bucket that you use to like me. See, this is my my golf club bucket. I use this bucket to wash my golf clubs in with soap and water. And then yeah, don't use a bucket that you use to wash your car or mop the floor or anything like that. Use a nice clean bucket. And then on your bucket, take a marker and write on it fish, okay? So that way that'll be your designated fish bucket. And they don't last that long, so make sure you don't break your bucket handles don't break and spill all over your carpet, because that's happened to me. So just giving you a warning, right? But you need a fish bucket, and then you need a siphon, okay? Siphons are expensive, but get you the best one you can get, and it should last you a long time. This is the PetSmart siphon, and I actually use aquarium friendly super glue in it. I super glued it all together so it doesn't come apart, and that works good. Okay, so that's what you need when you start out. Okay, so if you're starting out, you want a bucket, you want a siphon, and you also want some dechlorinator, which you can use Tetra dechlorinator, Marine Land, you can use Prime, Stress Coat, whatever you want. Just that's what you need. Okay. Now me, I don't use that no more. I made an investment and I got me a Python water changer. So this is my Python, and so that's what I use, my Python water changer. Okay, and it goes and 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 goes. Oh man, I forgot to put my laundry away. Damn it. And then it goes all the way, and I have it going into the bathroom and the sink. So I use a Python water changer system because it saves my back. And when you get old like me, I'm 32 years old, you want to save your back, okay? So when you first do a water change, you want to unplug everything. So I go here, and this is very stupid, I know. So I shut off my light. I got everything plugged in right here, and I shut off everything. So I like to shut off everything. I like to let the water come out, the sponge, I just shut it all off. I wait a minute. You don't have to wait, but I wait just so it settles, okay? I'm really, really, really sorry about the camera angle, and I'm really, really sorry I can't, get a close-up. I like watching videos where they can actually show you what they're doing and everything. You're not just sitting there, bored as hell. Can't really see what I'm doing, but I have a new camera I'm using, new phone, and my tripod is just not the right tripod for it. And so I really having a hard time making videos. I want to do a video on the Futura 5.5M golf club. That is a really nice golf club. It's the 5.5M. That's my first Scotty Cameron golf club, and I want to do a video on it. That's what I've been using, and it looks like a mallet, but it's actually made for a blade. It's a blade. It swings like a blade, but it has all the benefits of a mallet, and it's the one that Justin Thomas uses. And I came across it by accident, but I've always been a blade guy. I like putters that are blades, and I really want to do a video on that. But it's just so hard to make a video with the tripod, the camera, and everything. These angles just really suck. So I'm debating to not, whether I'm going to upgrade my YouTube channel equipment or fish tank equipment or gun equipment, because I really want some new guns. And excuse me. So it's just, I got a wife, I got 4 kids, 2 cars. It's just, maintenance and house, and it's really hard, unless you're being sponsored or asking people for money. It's really freaking hard, So anyway, this channel is very dysfunctional if you haven't noticed. But I keep it real, and I just, I like making videos. I really do. And you're only going to get better on them if you keep making them. So I doubted making this video, and but I'm going to continue to make videos, and hopefully it helps. And if it don't help, well, then it helped me. But anyway, yeah, no, I really make these videos to try to help, because I remember when I first started fish keeping, I had nobody to talk to, and I discovered YouTube, and ever since then, it's just been a lot easier, So the guys that learn how to keep fish without YouTube, those are the greats right there. Those are the guys you need to follow and learn from them. But I make these videos to help the person that didn't have anybody, because when I first started, I didn't have anybody, and so I would spend time looking at fish, going to Petco, talking to the aquarium people there. They probably thought I was nuts, but I was just trying to find out stuff. And yeah, you can read books, but sometimes books don't have what you're looking for. I have a couple books that I've read to learn about fish and stuff, and learn how to keep fish and stuff, but sometimes they don't have what you're looking for. So, but anyway, I'm almost done here. So, but yeah. Now when I do water changes, I always gravel back, always. And then I cover up the red devil holes just so they gotta dig again. It probably pisses off the red devil, but whatever, eh? Alright, YouTube, so I want to say it's probably at 35%. With these Aqua Clear 50s, sometimes they're a pain in the butt to start. And I bet you it'll probably mess up on me again, because it did on Monday. But anyway, this is what I do. I put a little tank water in this cup, and then here is the filter, and so I just fill it up here, and I try to keep this thing with water as much as I can, but you don't want that beneficial bacteria, guys. So that's what I do. Make a mess. Yeah, make a mess, baby. Alright. So I do that. This is what I do, okay? Everybody's got their own way of doing it. There's more than one way to skin a cat, okay? So before you start preaching to me on how to do a water change, take it easy. There's more than one ways to skin a cat, okay? My fish ain't dying, so that's a good thing. And then I actually see some food he didn't eat. I fed him before I did the video, and that's strange. Normally the fish eats everything. So got that. Is there anything else in there? Okay. Alright, so I got a whole lot of editing to do. Alright, so now let's put in some conditioner. I'll check out a little bottle of Prime here. Alright. So, time to put in the conditioner. And Okay, Prime's very strong. You don't need a lot. So I got 10 milliliters here of Prime. So I'll just drop that in there. I know, right? You know you're bored when you're making a how-to video, right? Anyway. All right, I got a new bottle of Prime here. I opened it up because I want to put a little bit more. Quick tip. Sometimes, you know, times get hard, and so here's a quick little tip. These little bottle of Primes, you know, if you only got a few bucks and you need to do a water change, instead of using an excuse, well, I ain't got no money, I can't do no water change because I ain't got no money. These little Primes are $5, four and some change. So, you know, if you ain't got no money, like one time I was running low on cash, I needed to do a water change because I take my water changes serious. So I went to PetSmart and got one of these, and it was like $4 and some change for a little one, and I think I did 3 water changes with this. But you know, for $5, it's like 3 water changes. But anyway, so this right here is the $11 bottle, and it's like 5 times. I want to say it's 5 times the dose of that. So anyway, but you saw me put in some more, or you saw me put a little bit, but I just want to drop a little bit more. So there you go. I don't know. I like a lot of Prime in there. I don't know. And then I do the aquarium salt, and this is gonna be hella hard. Get this done. Put a little salt in there. All right. All right, you two got that water going. It's taking a little bit longer, you know. I still got another water change to do. I gotta go change the 10-gallon that I got in my kids' room, but we'll fill this up, plug it in, that'll be the video. So there's some aquarium salt on the sponge, on the rocks, and the only thing, there's 2 things I hate about this fish tank. One is red rock. I think the red rock is just so stupid. It was my idea to get red rock in there. This is my 3rd fish tank that I've ever had, and for some reason I thought, oh man, it'd be so cool to have red rocks, you know, because red's like my favorite color, and oh man, blah, blah, blah. And it's just, I just think that red rock is so ridiculous, and I think it's really stupid. I wish it was just regular brown gravel, but you know, you keep fishing, you learn. So that's what I hate, and then also that it's a 37-gallon. I wish this tank was just so much bigger. I hate small fish tanks, for me anyway, because I like keeping big fish. African cichlids, Central, North American cichlids, South American cichlids. I like big fish, and I really miss my 125. So that's what I really hate about this fish tank, is the size and the rocks. But it's all I got. The blue background makes it bearable, and the driftwood makes it bearable. But anyway, stay tuned and let's plug it in and see if everything works. I hope everything works, because I don't really want to show you how to jumpstart an AquaClear 50, but if it doesn't work, I'll show you how to jumpstart the AquaClear 50. And so almost done. This is almost filled up. Now, if you're using a bucket and a siphon, you siphon the water into the bucket. You can either throw the bucket of water outside, or you can use the water to water your plants, because it has fish waste in it. So the fish waste and water together will help your plants grow, I think. Me and my wife used to put the fish water into plants. Or you could just throw it down your toilet. And then, you know, if I was using buckets of water and the siphon, I would be filling up buckets and then throwing them in here. So this is why this helps, because it just comes right out of the faucet into the tank. And the Python is awesome. You can get a water change done in as quick as a half hour, you know, if it's just one tank. So That's what's really great about using the Python. So sorry I'm not showing you what to do with the bucket and all that. That totally slipped my mind. But yeah, if I didn't have the Python, I'd be filling up the bucket, dropping buckets of water in here. All right, YouTube, so thing's filled up. It's got prime and aquarium salt in there. And let's see if it's gonna be good to me. If not, we're gonna jumpstart that Aqua Clear 50. All right, so let's check it out. There we go. Look for the plug. Let's see. Oh, and it's working. Oh, yes. Thank you, Jesus. All right. Bam. So it's working. All right. So, sponge going. It's going. All right. So, it was a success. I thought we were going to have to jumpstart that thing, and we didn't have to do it. So, anyway. Well, thanks for hanging out. I got one more water change to do, and I'm getting them done today on Sunday, so that way I'm ready to go again all week. I got a 10-gallon next to do, and that's for my kids, and hopefully maybe we can have Lizzie do it. We'll see. Anyway, my name is Abel. This is ANTV. Hope the video helped. Maybe it's just some time to waste some time and see how I do things. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.